Tin mining in Jos started way back in 1902, and by the mid-1990s, the British government formally entered tin exploration and mining in the region, making it the #1 foreign export from Nigeria.
Just as you know, mining itself is a destructive activity. You have to disturb the earth's subsurface before you reach where the ores actually are. And so doing, of course, you have it has a lot of implications. The earth's natural beauty is disturbed. The soil structures are disturbed. Of course, waterways which flows in the subsurface are also disturbed. And by implication to agricultural soils, which is agriculture is practiced mostly on the surface of the soil, the surface of the earth, is also disturbed.
The continuous neglect of the abandoned mines present a threat not only to the illegal miners, but to the families of the laid-off miners still living in the cramped mining quarters, built by the mining companies as early as the 1930s.
Domin yi aiki da yantamin sun zo hada kamfani kusa duka, to shi ne ka zo ka yanzu haka kudin mu ba biya mu ba. Lokacin da muna aiki ana biya, to da an tashi an same mu wai aiki ya kare nan ba biya mu. To gobe ne jibi wannan wata ne har yau zan doke sunan mu a kai Abuja shiru. Da su foto duka duk wai mu ba su kai Abuja shiru.
Ya kai shekara nawa kenan?
Yanzu daga ya kai shekara 20.
Quite a lot of damages have been meted on the land, particularly around the Jos area of Plateau State. These abandoned mining ponds are causing a lot of hazards to the residents. Unconfirmed reports have it that the mining ponds today are having radioactive elements.
I only heard the government announce, as recent as January this year, announced that these ponds, especially the one at Bukuru, is radioactive, and it was emitting a lot of dangerous, substances into the atmosphere, and people shouldn't go close or else they'll be affected. So there was a notice right there, but I have not heard of anyone in particular who has been affected with these things. Even though these things don't just happen like that. It's after a number of years you then begin to see the effects of radioactivity.
Studies taken at different times over the years indicate that tin ore, one of the several minerals found around Birkin Ladi, contains toxic crystalline silica, which have been associated with lung cancer and other respiratory diseases.
As a matter of fact, apart from the land being as it is now, and most of the ponds are there, and which has caused a lot of hazard, particularly to the inhabitants, close by. We've had cases where some of the mining ponds today have radioactive elements which are dangerous to human lives.
The mining companies have no recorded medical data of workers before closing down. It is difficult to give an exact figure of the number of workers affected in this area. Efforts towards addressing this change through the ecological funds given to states by the federal government has done little or nothing in tackling mining-induced devastations in Plateau State and beyond. There is still no record to track and regulate the number of people falling sick The over 4,000 ponds are still abandoned and dangerous. The miners are still living close to exposed radioactive particles. The hope of the government making a case for the miners to be compensated by the multinational companies is a mirage for now.